Now, most of us are not big fans of dividing because it takes quite a while. You should already know how to do long division from fourth, fifth, and sixth grade. I think I learned long division in fourth grade. I don't know if it's still the same 22 years later, but we're gonna say it is at least fourth grade, if not third. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work together, and I'm gonna show you what you need to do in order to use a calculator. Okay. So, honestly, they teach a really confusing way. I don't really care about the way they teach. I want you to know that the second number goes outside the box and the first number goes inside the division box. So you would have 4.6 outside and you would have 8.28 inside. Okay? Now, you do not want there to be a decimal in the divisor. So you move it to the right one place to move it to the end. If you move it to the right one place on your divisor, you need to move it one place on your dividend. So now you have 46 into 82.8. Once you have shown that you know how to set that up without there being a decimal in the divisor, you can use a calculator. Now they show you a different way. You know the 4.6 is the outside number, so you know you want your decimal out of the 4.6. So they did the same thing we did, they just did it over here, and they moved each decimal to the right one spot. So they got 82.8 divided by 46. And then they set it up, and they got 1.8. Okay, so for this next one, they're going to multiply both numbers by 100 because this is your inside, this is your outside number, and your outside number you have to move the decimal over twice. So on your inside number you have to move it over twice, and when we move it over twice we multiply by 100. So when we move it to the end we get 1,848 divided by 175. This is still your inside number, this is still your outside number. And when you do that, you can use a calculator and get 10.56. So we're going to use zeros as placeholders, and you would see that if you worked it all the way out. So, on this problem, the signs are different. So we cannot just leave it as a positive number, we have to put a negative in front of it. Now if you were going to do it the way I showed you how to do the first part on A, you would put 1.75 outside, and you would put 18.48 inside, and then you know you need to move each of them twice, so you would have 175 going into 1848, and it looks the same as this. Now we're going to divide and estimate to check whether each answer is reasonable. So we are going to multiply both numbers by 100 because this is your inside, this is your outside, and the outside number decimal has to go to the end. And if we move the outside decimal twice to the right, we have to move the inside decimal twice to the right, which means we add 2 zeros because it's already a whole number. So, still inside and outside, okay? And once you have this set up here, you can use a calculator and you get 3.2. 0 as a placeholder. Okay, then we're going to estimate 4. You don't have to estimate 4 because it's already a whole number. 1.25 rounds to 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4, so the answer is reasonable. Okay, and B, we have negative 24 divided by negative 2.5. So, first of all, you have to see that we have two negatives. Two negatives is a positive answer. Okay, this is our inside and our outside. So we had to move the decimal over one place on our outside, so we have to multiply by 10, which means we have to move the decimal over one place on our 24, and because it's a whole number and we're multiplying by 10, we just add 1 0, so we have 240 divided by negative 25. Once you show this, you can divide on your calculator and get 9.6. And then we're going to estimate negative 24 is already a whole number, and then negative 2.5 can round up to 3, so negative 24 divided by negative 3 is 8, so the answer is reasonable. And the last example says Eric paid $229.25 to rent a car. The fee to rent the car was $32.75 per day. How long did Eric rent the car? So we know the total he paid. I can underline it. That's the total, and this was per day. Okay? We want to know how many days he rented the car for, so we're going to divide those two numbers like they show us. This is the inside number. This is the outside. So in order to get the decimal in the outside number to the end, we need to multiply it by 100 because there's two digits. So we multiply both by 100 and we get 22,925 divided by 3,275. This is still your inside. This is still your outside. Once you've set this up, you can divide and you get 7. So Eric rented the car for 7 days. That's a pretty good deal, actually. So go down and do the check it out. And as long as you can show me how to correctly set up the problem with there being no decimals in the divisor, then you can use a calculator to get the quotient.